It's day 181. The angels joining the companions. It was a warm Friday morning. That night, there was light rain on the plains of Badr. The Muslims had risen up early that morning, strong and very well rested. They had had a good sleep. Each one of them felt firm, strong, and energetic. The Prophet had passed the whole night in prayer. Although he was the most beloved messenger of Allah, he never stopped praying. The whole night he asked Allah to help him and his soldiers. Early in the morning, he again lined up his soldiers in battle ranks, and then he went back to the covered shelter. Before the battle started again, he turned to his Lord. He opened his hands and constantly asked his Lord to send help. He seemed to have forgotten about himself. He was so concerned with his prayers that even when the rope on his back slipped off his soldiers' shoulders and fell on the ground, he didn't stop praying. His dear friend Abu Bakr was next to him. Picking up the rope, he again placed it on his shoulders and quietly said, "O Messenger of Allah, I think the prayers you have made to your Lord are enough. Surely He is going to keep the promises He made to you." The Prophet continued his prayers, but soon fell asleep. After a short while, he woke up. There was a sweet smile on his face. He called his dear friend Abu Bakr. "Good news, Abu Bakr. The support of Allah has arrived." Abu Bakr's eyes shone with happiness. Before the battle started, some of the pagans wanted to drink water from the well on the Muslim side of the valley. Thinking that they would do some harm, the Muslims did not allow this. The Prophet saw this. His heart was full of love, even for the enemy. From where he stood, he called, "Let them drink." After drinking, the men returned to their places. Suddenly, a cool breeze started blowing. The Muslims took comfort and courage from this, but the pagans felt fear and depression. With this wind, the help and support of Allah had come to the plains of Badr. In the next few hours, the fighting started again. The commander of the pagans sent out many hundreds of soldiers against the Muslims. Would Allah the Most High leave His Prophet to himself in the face of such an unfair attack? But then the angel Jibril, one of the 4 great angels, came to the aid of the Muslims with 3,000 angels. The angels mixed with the Muslim army and started fighting. Ali and Hamza were in the front, shoulder to shoulder. Suddenly, the pagans were on the verge of defeat. As if somehow they had lost their power to fight, they were being destroyed. The pagans in this confusion saw Abu Jahl fall to the ground mourning. Abu Jahl did not get up again from where he fell. He was dead. The pagans had lost their leader. They panicked. In confusion and fear, they left their arms behind and started running away. In the plains of Badr, what remained of the pagans were the wounded prisoners, the animals, and their arms. The Prophet's prayer had been accepted, and support had come. The Muslims had the victory. Several of the companions tied the hands of the prisoners so that they could not run away. The prisoners started moaning in pain. The Prophet, who was full of love and affection, said, "Untie the prisoners. Even if they are prisoners, they are still human beings. They still have to be treated like anybody else." The Muslim army of 300 had defeated the 1,000 men of the pagan army. They had also taken 70 men as prisoners. This was due to nothing other than the grace of Allah. When the afternoon sun shone on the sandy hills and started slipping down the Below the horizon, only Muslims were left on the plains. With the help of Allah, a great day had been experienced at Badr. This victory was to be joyfully and happily recounted, and tales of success retold for many centuries to come.